The question was never yes or no, but rather when. I've had a cat before, a very short-lived fairy tale with an elder surrender I named after my favorite drink, milk tea. He was the sweetest gentleman who was taken from me by an incurable disease, and at the time, I vouched to never experience the same sort of heartache again. But 3 years after his passing, I decided to encourage myself to tackle student loans at a 5 times speed by promising myself a second chance with another cat in need. Fast forward to now, about a third of the way through said plan, I found myself fixated on the cat that could potentially be mine. If taken out of context, yes, it could be considered as an impulsive decision. In short, while working abroad in a foreign country, the anxiety and depression I try hard to sweep under the rug seemingly outgrew my conscience and formed an alliance to wreck me in late July. I lost confidence in myself, feeling handicapped in every direction. I was emotionally unstable, and through an external advice, the possibility of adopting a cat was placed on the table. The idea of it started to spread like a wildfire. But having a cat isn't just about the cute pictures or videos or TikToks you can create. It's about the responsibility of taking another living thing under your wings and calling them family. Through sunshine or rain, you vow to always be there for them as they will be for you, or in simpler terms, till death do us apart, as I've already experienced. So the search began. Because of my language barrier, I started from Google and branched out to Facebook, Instagram, and eventually a smaller Korean app called Paw in Hand. I started scrolling as if I was job hunting, screenshotting and translating the descriptions of those that caught my eyes, which, not to sidetrack, but I am forever grateful to the team that invented Papago. Eventually, I found a match. She was a stray in a neighborhood that was going through reconstruction. Estimated to be around 1 year old, possibly abandoned by her original family, this cat was found in a horrendous condition and was nursed back to health by her rescuer. She was the most exotic looking cat I've ever met, and many would agree because her post received so much love. I couldn't pinpoint what exactly had captivated my heart, but since the day I stumbled upon her, I kept imagining a future with her, which led to the habit of me checking Paw in Hand daily to see if there were any updates. I even cried looking at her pictures, who definitely was not even aware of my existence. Perhaps it was her backstory. Perhaps it was the suffering that she had to endure. Perhaps it was those eyes. Or perhaps it was a chance of fate. I perceived hope. A hope that I too could take root in this new country, provide a home for the both of us, and give her the love I couldn't give to milk tea. I was well aware of my slim chances. Foreigners had a bad reputation for abandoning pets after the end of their stays, but I hoped to prove otherwise. The rescuer had announced that due to the large amount of interest she had received, all applicants will be contacted and a final decision was to be made on the 1st of September. I was frustrated by the lack of my language skills. I wanted to convey my sincerity in a way that could be understood. Yet, my partner beat me to it, as he drafted and sent a letter that addressed everything I wanted to but couldn't. rescuer was moved, but the sorting process went on. 3 days before the final day, we made a decision to send her a video of me attempting to convey the meaning of this cat from my perspective in Korean. I practiced all night and filmed the next morning. After I sent out the link to that subbed video, I knew there was no more that we could possibly do. Waiting during the next 3 days felt like forever. The unknowingness of it all was suffocating. I was ready to receive her rejection, but was surprisingly notified to prepare my apartment for their arrival. Amongst other applicants with wealthier backgrounds, spacious lounging, we were chosen solely by the merit of our sincerity. I guess the universe truly listens. As we pull ourselves out from a cloud of dopamine, we got to work. Food, treats, gates, toys, scratcher, litter box, bowls arrived one by one. With the addition of a cat tree on the way, the presence of a cat was slowly taking shape in my studio apartment, like the cat grass I grew for her homecoming. I began to feel nervous, starting to question if it was really happening, or if I was ready to experience everything all over again. Until I was met with a pair of curious eyes, along with an unmatched amount of purrs. She pranced her way into my heart. Her presence gave new meanings to the mundanities in my life. Our shared experiences isn't extraordinary by nature, yet it ripples outwards and calms my tangled mind in ways beyond my expectations. We coexist to fill the missing gaps in each other, laying side by side and falling asleep to the crickets serenading in the dark. The joy of having a pet resurfaces from my memory vault. At times, I catch myself projecting Milk Tea's behaviors onto her, but that would be unfair to either of them. Yet, despite their differences, I am certain of the very fact that 3 years ago, it was Milk Tea who saved me from a dark spot while I was attending college. 3 years later, this was going to be the cat whom I would crown as my savior for the decades to come. She is in all ways that Milk Tea was not, but she is equally deserving of all the love that this world could offer. Though I'm pretty sure she would be content with just chicken breast. I am afraid to admit that she may like chicken breast more than she likes me, but I'm okay with that, or at least I would try to make peace with it. In the end, I decided to name her Uni, partly because of the color of her eyes, partly because Un means luck in Korean, and the same in translation to Chinese. Our encounter was nothing short of luck. I was ever so lucky to have met her at the right time, and I plan on spending the rest of hers and mine to explore a better future for the both of us. Love you, Uni. 행복하자.
Yeah.